Yo, it's Monday, time to set it straight. Two fat guys gonna educate on this very date throughout history. Step inside and unlock the mystery. Two fat guys, every Monday we arrive. Dig through history, keeping culture alive. Two fat guys, what went down on this day? Tune in every Monday, hear what we gotta say. Two fat guys, podcast Monday history.
And we're back again.
Welcome to the Two Fat Guys podcast on this day, 25th of May.
25th of May. So you got anything going on, John?
Do I have anything going on?
Yeah. Did you do anything cool? We watched the Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano quote unquote fight.
The farce.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It wasn't even long enough to be horrible.
No.
It wasn't long enough to be anything except okay.
Yeah. It was awesome that John McCarthy was the referee.
Yeah.
He came out of retirement for that. I mean, easiest 17 seconds of his life, I'm sure. But
oh, yeah. On the flip side, he came out of retirement for that?
Yeah, right. I mean, it should have been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it went exactly how I thought it was going to go. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be 17 seconds, but I figured that's how it was going to go.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody in the audience called it, including CM Punk, like verbatim. I think it took them longer to say what Ronda Rousey did in the ring than it took her to do it.
Yeah. It was, it was pretty bad. Some pretty good fights, though.
It was all right. I was impressed with the production quality.
Yeah. I missed the JDS fight, Junior Dos Santos. Mm-hmm. That was the first one. I went back and watched it because I went to show everybody else that fight. Mm-hmm. And Raquel was like, that was it? Yep, that was it. That was it. Wasn't much to it. But it was, he got knocked out. It was not good.
Yeah, I mean, not for him anyway.
Yeah, no, he got knocked out pretty bad.
I mean, at least he got paid.
Very true.
That's one thing you can say about the MVP Productions. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that they're paying their fighters well.
Okay.
Hopefully they put UFC on notice, and UFC has to adjust to treat their talent better.
The funny thing is, I watched it live. Actually went back and rewatched parts of it. Mm-hmm. I still didn't watch UFC.
Yeah.
That night or after.
Yeah, well, like, how petty is Dana White? During Francis Ngannou's fight, he posted on social media about Conor McGregor's return. That's how petty he is.
Yeah. Whatever.
No, I just want to get to a point where we have like good, well-promoted fighting productions. Because like the UFC, like lately is just whatever.
Yep.
And like nobody covers like Pride or One anymore. So
well, Pride's been gone for forever.
Well, folded in. But.
Well, One is on, if you have Amazon Prime, it's part of Prime Video.
Oh, is it?
It's free every week. Yeah.
Oh wow,
it's on Fridays.
I'll have to look.
Yeah. Yeah. I catch the clips of it like on TikTok and stuff. I haven't watched it for a long time. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever watched an entire show of One.
Yeah.
I like it. It's good. But I just have never watched it. It's a lot of people I don't know, which I guess to know them, you watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But maybe one of these days.
No, I've seen the Mighty Mouse fights.
Mm-hmm. That's usually the ones you catch the highlights of.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, super good fighter. One of the best of all time.
Absolutely. Incredibly disrespected in the modern era.
Yep. All right. I think we are going to kick the show off.
Okay.
Did you have any shout-outs or anything before we get into it?
No, not really.
Okay.
It was a long week.
Longer for you than it was for me, although it was pretty long today.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to start with births, and John has the first one.
Okay, born on this day, 1803, Ralph Waldo Emerson, American poet and philosopher. His poems and essays are mostly on the virtues of self-sufficiency and the romantic idea of individual liberty. I do have a quote from him. It's kind of lengthy, but it's kind of fitting for now.
Yeah.
So this was written in 1844, mind you. It says, on the other side, the Conservative Party, composed of the most moderate, able, and cultivated part of the population, is timid and merely defensive of its property. They vindicate no rights. They aspire to no real good, brand no crime, propose no generous policy. They do not build, nor write, nor cherish the arts, nor foster religion, nor establish schools, nor encourage science, nor emancipate the slave, nor befriend the poor, the Indian, or the immigrant.
Yep. Very much fitting for the time.
And, like, wow. Like, when I was in school, like, I was, like, firmly a believer of, like, the sort of conservative ideology before I knew the difference between ideology and reality. Because where you're like, oh, on paper, you know, the ideology is, okay, we believe in being fiscally responsible and being socially responsible within our means. And, you know, we take care of ourselves first and then our family. And then if we can, we help others. And that was always the baseline. And it, in like the classic conservatism, was never like, oh, my guns or I hate abortion. It was always just, we want the government out of our personal lives. And I just wonder how we strayed so very far from that.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like now that's all everybody wants is the government in their business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I want.
No.
I don't really know anything about like party or any of that stuff. I just want stuff not to suck.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, your government should be not all encompassing, but that involves people having a moral ground. And in the modern day, it seems like we've lost our moral grounding.
Yep. For sure. All right, John. If you were going to take one of the next two, which one would you like, 39 or 44?
I'll take 44.
I figured as much. All right. 1939, Ian McKellen.
That is Sir Ian McKellen. Thank you very much.
My apologies, sir. Sir him, not sir you. I'm not apologizing to you.
Yeah, I'm not a knight.
Longtime actor who became immortalized as Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings franchise. He played the misanthropic mutant Magneto in the X-Men movies and narrated the 2007 fantasy film Stardust. He was cast as Cogsworth in the 2017 film Beauty and the Beast. After receiving a scholarship for St. Catherine's College, he became a member of the Marlowe Society. He debuted as Plowden in the Indian Tales of Rudyard Kipling in 1964. He earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for his role in the 1998 film Gods and Monsters, and an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for portraying Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring in 2002.
Absolutely well deserved. Happy birthday, long may he reign.
Yep, for sure. All right, so John is going to take 1944.
Okay, on this day in 1944, Frank Osnowitz, also known as Frank Oz, the puppeteer, actor, and director, best known for his roles as Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, Bert, Grover, the Cookie Monster, and Animal. He also did Yoda in Star Wars and directed Little Shop of Horrors.
He co-directed The Dark Crystal with Jim Henson. They went
Yep.
on to direct the films The Muppets Take Manhattan and Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
In 2005, he voiced the robot in the films The Thura. Good movie. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. John has the next two also.
All right. 1948. On this day, Klaus Meine was born. He's the lead singer of the Scorpions. I've seen him live.
There you go.
He is a very tiny man. He's like I'm not a very tall guy, and I tower over him. And it's always funny when you meet somebody that you have always looked up to, until you meet them and you have to look down to get to eye level. And it's just a weird thing. Super cool guy, super nice.
Right on.
And then in the same vein of music, on this day in 1950, Robin Steinhardt, the lead singer of Kansas, was born. I have not seen him live, nor will I, unfortunately, because he is no longer with us.
Oh, well, that's a reason not to see him.
Yes.
Then I would have to think that. Well, I mean, I guess.
Well,
you know,
Kansas is still touring.
I was going to say I went and saw Journey,
Yep.
and they're still going. So, and I did find out
That's because they never stopped believing.
that's very true. The lights did not go down in their city.
Exactly.
I did find out after the show that Steve Perry is still alive. The funny thing is, I am not the only one that thought he wasn't. Yeah, it's one of those Mandela effect, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know.
Steve Perry.
All right, 1963, Mike Myers. Comedian, actor, singer, and screenwriter who won 4 American Comedy Awards for Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Austin Powers and Goldmember. He provided the voice of Shrek and starred in Wayne's World. His first acting job was in a television commercial with actress Gilda Radner. He named his 3 dogs after hockey players, Gilmore, Borshevsky, and 99. I thought the 99 was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
And Gilmore I thought was pretty funny too.
But as dogs are female, they could be the Gilmore Girls.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, on this day in 1964, Ray Stevenson, Irish actor best known for his roles in Rome as Titus Pullo, Isaac Serco in Dexter, and Blackbeard in Black Sails. 13 Forever, Titus Pullo. He recently passed away. I think it was in 2024. Yeah, he also played Balin Skull in Ahsoka, the Star Wars series.
I'm trying to think who Isaac was in Dexter.
He was season 6, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't
Yeah,
watch
6
season
or 7.
6. I didn't even make it all the way through 5, I don't think.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he also played in Punisher Warzone, if you remember that one.
I didn't watch
It was not good, but he was a good fit for the role.
Yeah. Whatever season it was with Julia Stiles, I don't think I finished that season of Dexter.
Okay.
And then I watched the last episode of. I watched the finale of Dexter before they brought it back 3 times. So, all right, 1969, Anne Heche, actor whose best known films include Volcano, John Q, amazing movie.
Yep, absolutely.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, and 6 Days, 7 Nights. She received her first acting role after graduating high school in the soap opera Another World. She played Marin Frist in the TV drama Men in Trees from 2006 to 2008. In 2020, she competed on Dancing with the Stars alongside her partner Keo Matsepe, or however you say his name. I thought that was pretty cool.
What, didn't she date Ellen DeGeneres
She
for
did.
a while? Okay. That's the only place I really knew her from,
Yeah,
which is why I skipped
and John
it.
Q. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great in John Q. You were supposed to hate her, and she did an amazing job of making you hate her.
Yep.
1970. Oh, I love this one. Octavia Spencer. God, if you've seen The Help, you know the second that you hear Octavia Spencer, that's your first thought. The pie.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Actress who rose to fame after winning an Academy Award for her portrayal of Minnie in The Help. Her TV credits include Wizards of Waverly Place, ER, and Grounded for Life. She also had lead roles in the films Hidden Figures, Fences, and Ma. She worked as an intern on Whoopi Goldberg's film The Long Walk Home. She was a producer on the 2019 Oscar-winning film Green Book.
Okay, I've never seen any of those.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those things, but Ma actually looks pretty good. It's a horror movie. I think that's by Jordan Peele.
Oh, okay.
I think that's his. I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that.
We're quoting him on that.
You said you didn't have 1970?
No.
All right. Jamie Kennedy, comedic performer known for his roles in Scream and Malibu's Most Wanted. He created and starred in his own prank show, The Jamie Kennedy Experience, which aired on the WB from 2002 to 2004. In 2017, he had a small guest role on the show Lucifer. He moved to Hollywood after graduating high school and worked at Red Lobster as an extra in several movies. He created a faux screen agent, Marty Power, early on in his career to promote himself when no real agents were interested in signing him. He has a small, uncredited role in the 1989 film Dead Poets Society.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever saw Son of the Mask.
If I did, I butterflied it, affected it out of my brain because it was awful.
Good idea, because it was terrible. But he was in that. Yeah, not good at all.
No, for as much as I liked The Mask, they did not need to go back into the well.
No. As long as you don't try to make it like The Mask 2, It was okay, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
Yeah, if you try really hard, you can excuse a lot of things that people do. But, I mean, the amount of effort you have to go to excuse bad things.
Yeah.
Just don't do the bad things.
Exactly.
And that movie was a bad idea from the idea all the way to production.
Yeah. You said you didn't have 1973 either, right?
I don't have 73.
Okay. Molly Sims, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model and Old Navy spokeswoman who appeared as Delinda Deline on NBC's hit series Las Vegas. In 1993, she dropped out of Vanderbilt University to pursue a career in modeling. I don't know if you remember her. I don't think a lot of people do,
Nope.
Actually. I had forgotten about her until I saw that her birthday was that day.
Yep. Nope, not a clue.
All right. 1976, Cillian Murphy.
Yep.
Blue-eyed actor who became famous for starring in the 2003 film 28 Days Later and the 2005 film Red Eye. He gained additional fame for his roles in Inception, Transcendence, and Breakfast on Pluto. He won an Academy Award for Best Actor for a starring role in the 2023 film Oppenheimer. He has also been starring on Peaky Blinders since 2013. He had a drive for acting after seeing the stage production of A Clockwork Orange, which I do not like that movie. I tried twice to watch it.
You're not supposed to like the movie.
Oh, okay.
I mean...
Well, then it was good.
It's...
Because I didn't like it.
But no, it's supposed to be one of those things that you watch and... Because, I mean, it's horrific.
Like, I didn't like anything about it. I didn't like the acting. I didn't like anything.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I really didn't like it. Danny, that's his favorite movie. So I watched it.
Yeah.
Well, as much of it as I could stomach to watch. And it's like, this is horrible. I mean, just not even like subject matter. It just was not good.
Yeah.
I really didn't like it.
Now, see, I thought it was really good. I don't think it was one of the best movies ever, but I mean, Malcolm McDowell was amazing.
Oh, he is.
Phenomenal. Yeah. What an actor. But, yeah, it's supposed to be a movie that you watch and it makes you uncomfortable.
Killian Williams also appeared in the 2008 film The Dark Knight as Scarecrow.
Yes. Right. Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched Peaky Blinders, but it was really good.
I have not.
Don't watch the TV movie. It was terrible.
Did you have 76?
That was 76.
Oh, well, I have another one for 76.
Okay.
Ethan Suplee, actor best known for his role as Randy in the television series My Name is Earl. He's had notable roles in the films The Butterfly Effect, American History X, and Remember the Titans. He was recognized for his weight loss journey and health advocacy later on in his career. His debut film role was in Kevin Smith's Mallrats in 1995. He bikes frequently to stay fit. He has amassed more than 850,000 Instagram followers on his Ethan Suplee account. That's the large guy. In The Butterfly Effect, he was the main guy. Ashton Kutcher was his roommate.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's him.
So is he the guy who's looking at the magic eye picture?
I think so, yeah.
And he's like, it's a sailboat.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but
okay.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
Well, and John did not have 1985. I was very surprised.
It was after I was born, so that makes him inconsequential.
1985, WWE star Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah.
WWE Universal Champion who made his debut in 2012 as a member of The Shield. In 2016, he was drafted to the Raw brand. In 2018, he went on hiatus after being diagnosed with leukemia. In 2019, he appeared in the action film Hobbs and Shaw. As a football player, he was signed to the Minnesota Vikings and Jacksonville Jaguars in 2007, but did not make the final roster.
And just like he didn't make the final roster, he didn't make the final roster of my heart either. The WWE product has been so bad for so long. I haven't watched since before 2012, really.
Yeah, it wasn't long after Raven was born.
Yeah.
I think we lived over on Douglas, so 2004?
Yeah, maybe? I like loosely follow along, and I've seen clips, and what I've seen is not great.
Yeah.
Nothing that would pull me back in.
Nope.
I mean, I've watched some stuff for like New Japan and AEW and a few of the other indie promotions, and it's all more interesting than the sort of over-polished turd that WWE puts out these days.
I missed John Cena's entire career. I stopped watching before John Cena was even a thing.
Okay, well, here's his career in a nutshell. He's a more likable Hulk Hogan. He gets beat up every match. He makes a comeback and does his finish.
As far as a person, I love John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
I like him in movies. I think he's really good.
Yep.
But did not see 1 second. I mean, other than like TikTok and stuff, I have not seen any of his career.
Yeah. His in-ring ability is not great. I mean, like, his punches are okay, and he's enormously strong. So he can, like, pick people up. Like, he picks up the Big Show like he doesn't weigh 500 pounds.
Wow.
And, I mean, the Big Show has been on record saying that there isn't anybody else in the company that can pick him up and be as steady as John Cena could.
Wow. I mean, I think the biggest advantage that John Cena had is you couldn't see him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I do remember, like, the Rock's promo. Like, you can't see me. We playing peekaboo. I mean, I thought that was funny.
I didn't see it, and it's funny with you telling me it.
Yeah, see? There we go. And that's how interesting Roman Reigns is that we deviated all the way to talking about somebody else.
John Cena and The Rock and The Big Show. The Big Show of all people.
Yep.
Okay, well, that is it for births. You didn't have any more, did you?
Nope.
Okay, we are going to move on to deaths.
The first one is Roman Reigns for that segment we just did. Poor guy.
Okay, I think I have the first one, 1867.
Yep.
All right. In 1867, at 51 from kidney failure and complications from hypertension, Madam C.J. Walker. And you would think her profession is different than what it is. Hair care marketer and the first female African-American millionaire, she founded Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company. Her efforts to improve hair care for African-American women helped her to become a millionaire and were motivated by her own hair loss. Yeah.
Impressive.
Yep. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well played.
In the 1800s, to be a female black millionaire,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, good on you.
Yep. All right. John has the next two.
All right. Died on this day in 1946, Patti Smith Hill, American teacher and songwriter credited with the Happy Birthday to You song. Passed away at 78, probably from hearing her song sung too many times.
She took her own life.
Okay, then on this day in 1948, somebody we talked about on the show a few times, he was executed on this day in 48. Witold Pilecki, Polish resistance fighter who infiltrated Auschwitz and escaped to report the horrors he saw, released the Witold report. And after he released the report, he was captured by the communist secret police in Soviet-ruled Poland, put on a fake trial, and executed. But, what is it? Warszawa Weiss. That's the resistance call for the World War II Poland.
All right. 1990, at 60 from a heart attack, Vic Tayback. He portrayed the role of Mel Sharples, the diner owner on TV's Alice. He worked for various temporary employment agencies. He voiced the character Carface Carruthers in the 1989 animated musical comedy All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I watched Alice when I was a kid. I thought Flo was the funniest thing on TV with Kiss My Grits. I thought that was
Yep.
so funny. But I was like 6 at the time or younger. So that was my highbrow comedy at that point. So did you have 1996?
I did not.
Okay. 1996, at 28 from a heroin overdose, Bradley Noel formed the reggae rock band Sublime and died of a heroin overdose while the band was on tour. He was the guardian of Lou Dog, the unofficial mascot of Sublime. Some say that he predicted his own death in the song Pool Shark. He was so difficult to handle as a youth that his mother relinquished custody of him to his father. He was at the height of his career when he died with the self-titled album Sublime and the many singles it spawned, What I Got, Santeria, and Wrong Way.
I mean, instead of practicing Santeria, maybe you should have practiced self-control.
Yeah. I was I'm more a Sublime fan now than I was at the time. And I'm still not a huge fan.
I absolutely despise Sublime, mostly because their fan base is so arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it. It's like ska punk or whatever they call themselves. And it's okay. It's all right. But if you talk to their fans, it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. All right. Did you have 2007?
I did not.
2007, at 76 from complications of pneumonia. Only us older folk are going to know who this is. Charles Nelson Riley. Though best known for being a regular panelist on TV's The Match Game, he also appeared regularly on The Steve Lawrence Show and The Dean Martin Show. He starred in the series The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. He often made puppet theaters to amuse himself as a child. He was in the Pulitzer Prize-winning musical How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying before becoming a TV game show panelist. Weird Al has a song called CNR, and I love that song. It is hilarious.
Well, it's a Weird Al song, so of course you love it.
Yeah, very true, very true. All right. Did you want to take 2020?
I'll take 2020.
All right.
On this day in 2020, George Floyd was murdered, or self-suicided, depending on which story you believe. Police officer Derek Chauvin pinned him to the ground with a knee to the back of his neck. Held him there for 8.5 minutes? I think
Over
it was?
9 minutes.
Yeah. His death would spark a national debate about police use of force and riots, unfortunately. But, yeah, definitely a polarizing guy.
Nope. His official cause of death was asphyxiation from sustained pressure.
Yeah, and that's...
Yeah, that's it. He was, does it say in here? I read he was friends with a basketball player, like a famous basketball player, but I don't know if I wrote it down. I did not, it appears. All right. 2025 at 79. While an exact or single cause of death is not formally announced by the family, his passing came following a rapid battle with Alzheimer's disease and an associated blood disorder. Phil Robertson, Duck Dynasty star who founded the enormously successful duck call business Duck Commander. He was suspended from A&E after calling homosexual behavior sinful in an interview with GQ. He was drafted to play quarterback in the NFL after a successful college career at Louisiana Tech University, but turned it down. He appeared on the popular outdoor channel hunting show Buck Commander. He was teammates with future Hall of Fame quarterback Terry Bradshaw at Louisiana Tech University.
Oh, nice.
That was the part I thought was pretty interesting. The quarterback thing, it was like, wow, and you chose to make duck calls.
Yeah.
I think you picked the wrong career path. I mean, it worked for him, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Good on you.
No, you got to pick the path that you have passion about, no matter where it leads you.
Yep. True.
Even if it's not the one others see for you.
Right. All right. We're going to move on to events.
All right. I got the first one.
He does. First two.
First two. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So in 1521, on this day, May 25th, the Edict of Worms. So Worms is a city in Germany. Just so we're not saying that this edict was...
Wrigley creepy crawlers.
Right. The Edict of Worms outlaws Martin Luther's writing, branding him a heretic. Martin Luther's heretical writing would spawn the Protestant faith. So, interesting story. He would have to live in exile from Germany. Well, Prussia, whatever it was back then. Okay, then on this day in 1721, a dark day in history truly for the United States. John Copson becomes the first insurance agent in North America.
Boo!
I think I can speak for pretty much everybody who says insurance is a scam, a sham, terrible, personally destructive to wealth.
Amen.
Yeah. We're not allowed to do swears on the show, but if I could, it would be for this guy. Mm-hmm. He spent most of his career as an insurance agent, extolling the virtues of insurance policies, which back then, I mean, the world was a lot more dangerous. It actually kind of made sense between Indian raids and all the countries fighting for colonial territories and wars and all kinds of stuff. It actually sort of made sense back then. And
smallpox and scurvy.
Smallpox and scurvy and fires. But fire. But yeah, screw that guy. Okay, Johnny's got one for 1787.
I do. Some of these we'll just go through quick. Not super important, but some kind of interesting things.
Yeah, the founding of our country, not a very important thing at all.
I didn't say this one.
Oh, okay.
In 1787, the Constitutional Convention officially opened in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with George Washington presiding. Delegates from 12 of the 13 states gathered to draft the United States Constitution, establishing the supreme law of the country.
Yep.
Yeah, not that one. That was definitely an important one. All right. Did you have 1810?
I did not have 1810.
All right. 1810. Argentina declared its independence from Napoleonic Spain during the May Revolution, which eventually led to the creation of the United Province of the Rio de la Plata.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see. 1842, Christian Doppler presents his idea, now known as the Doppler effect, through the changing colors of binary stars, to the Royal Bohemian Society in Prague.
Nice.
Yeah. I have 1895.
Yep, me too.
All right, go for it.
All right. On this day, 1895, Oscar Wilde, writer of The Picture of Dorian Gray, among other works, is sentenced to prison for 2 years for soliciting underage men or boys, for sexual acts. Gross.
Yeah, very much so.
So let's go ahead and condemn that officially,
Amen.
just to make sure we're not glorifying anybody. We don't roll that way here.
Nope. Absolutely not. 1922. Did you have 1922?
I don't have that one.
Babe Ruth suspended 1 day and fined $200 for throwing dirt on an umpire. I thought that was pretty funny. $200. That was a lot back then.
Yeah, sometimes those umpires deserve it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I mean, Babe Ruth could afford it.
I mean, to me, that's a lot right now. So.
Oh, for sure.
I'd cry if you told me I owed you $200.
Hey, Johnny, you owe me $200.
1932.
Yep.
Goofy, a.k.a. Dippy Dog, first appears in Mickey's Review by Walt Disney.
Well, gosh.
I just used that yesterday.
Dippy Dog?
I used that garsh in our chat.
Oh, yeah.
All right. John has 1935.
I do. 1935, on this day, the greatest 45 minutes of sports, as Jesse Owens breaks 3 world records and ties another in the span of an hour. He tied the time for the 100-meter dash and set new records for long jumping, the 200-meter dash, and 200-meter hurdles. He did this all while he was sick, but he plays better with the flu. Just like MJ.
All right. John also has 1951. I can't take this one from him.
Our boy Willie Mays debuts in Major League Baseball with the Giants, going 0-for-5 in a win over the Phillies. He would, however, go on to have a somewhat successful career.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, only one of the greatest of all time.
All right. John has the next 2.
All right. On this day in 1953, the M65 Atomic Annie became the first atomic cannon that was fired at the Nevada test site. The test was a success, although modifications would be made afterwards, marking this firing as the only time an Atomic Annie cannon had shot a nuclear warhead. Later iterations would see the cannon loaded with subnuclear atomic yields. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Both that it took place in Nevada, which, I mean, Nevada's a wasteland, so that makes sense.
There's plenty of room for it.
Yes. But the Atomic Annie, the later iterations, not the original, saw play in the field of war in both Vietnam and Korea. Although not heavily because they were so heavy, weighing in at like 68 tons, that's a lot.
It is.
Okay, anyways, on to my deep dive. One of my favorite moments in all of history. On this day, May 25th, 1961, John F. Kennedy delivers his iconic speech at Rice University. It has quite possibly my favorite quote of all time. For the eyes of the world, look into space, to the moon and the planets beyond, and we have vowed that we will not see it governed by a hostile flag of conquest, but by a banner of freedom and peace. We have vowed that we shall not see it filled with weapons of mass destructions, but with instruments of knowledge and understanding. It was this very quote which essentially forced the United States and the Soviets also respected by not launching weaponry into space. He said in the speech, we chose to go to the moon just like Rice chooses to play Texas, and we do these things not because they're easy, but because they are hard. The speech helped invigorate the United States and jumpstart the overdrive into the manned space program, where the United States was quite far behind the Soviets, but we would race to catch up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's for you again, Doc.
Doc, if I ever see you and I punch you, just know that that's for Buzz Aldrin. It's nothing personal.
All right. 1965, Muhammad Ali KOs Sonny Liston at 2:12 of round 1 at Central Maine Civic Center, Lewiston, to retain his WBC WBA heavyweight boxing title. It is one of the most iconic pictures. If you know anything about boxing, it is one of the most iconic pictures of boxing, with Muhammad Ali looking down at Sonny Liston.
Yep.
Yeah, great picture. Great moment.
Yep. Yeah, one of the cool things I learned while doing a little homework for this was that Muhammad Ali talked so much trash to Sonny Liston that Sonny Liston pulled a gun on him.
Oh, wow.
And fired blanks. He had blanks in the gun and fired them at Muhammad Ali to get him to flinch. So, yeah, it was definitely... and was it this fight where Sonny Liston kept calling him Cassius Clay?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember, and I'm gonna say no more because I don't think it was Sonny Liston that said it. I'd have to look, but yeah, don't call Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay because he will just put the whooping on you.
All right, I'm going to take the next one because I'm going to give John 1977.
Oh, he's so nice.
I am. 1975, Cleveland's Dennis Eckersley debuts shutting out the A's 6-0.
You know what? Screw you, Dennis Eckersley. We were this close to winning a World Series for the A's, and you had to screw it up.
All right, John is going to do 1977.
I am. On this day, May 25th, 1977, happy Star Wars Day, as real nerds know. May the 4th, get out of here with that crap. The 25th is where it's at. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope premieres. 20th Century Fox thought this film would be a dub and offered almost no promotion for it. But word of mouth spread after early screenings were overwhelmingly positive, causing the film to set new box office records. It also went on to change Hollywood entirely, as Memorial Day would go from being kind of an afterthought day to release movies, because before then, movies were released in the summer to where kids were out of school. But when they put Star Wars before because they thought it was going to flop. But it didn't flop, obviously. And kids went and saw the movie, went to school and talked about it, and then went and saw it again. So everybody got to see it a bunch of times. It set all kinds of box office records. Not number 1. I think it was number 3 at its peak. Number 2 with Gone with the Wind being number 1.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Wow. That came out at the same time?
No, Gone with the Wind.
Oh, okay. I was like, that seems like way before.
No, we're talking about in history.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but everybody knows what Star Wars is. Everybody knows when it came out. Well, mostly everybody knows when it came out. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal movie. And leads into the next one, 1979. Go ahead, Johnny.
I don't have that one.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Well, maybe. I have 2 79s.
Okay, well, in space, no one can hear you scream.
Okay. Yeah, horror film Alien, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Sigourney Weaver, is released. Yeah, I have another one for 79.
Oh, okay. A less important one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, it depends on who you are, I guess.
I just want to say that when Alien came out and the years after, of course, she was in Ghostbusters too, which explains my fascination.
Yeah.
But I thought Sigourney Weaver was the hottest woman ever.
I remember, let's see, 79, so I was 5 when that came out. I don't think I saw it till I was about 6. I think I was in school when I saw it, but the alien coming out of his stomach was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Well, funny story about that is everybody on set thought it was the craziest thing they'd ever seen in their life because they didn't tell anybody it was going to happen.
Wow.
So they had the prosthetic torso on the table, and they said, okay, it's gonna, something. They just said it was just gonna push up on it, not it's gonna blow out this guy's chest and spray blood on everybody in the room. So everybody's reaction in that scene is real.
Legitimate.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I love stories like that.
Yep.
Yeah, those are so cool.
Yeah, they did it by running small tubes up through the torso, and then they had a little. They call it like a little blood burster, and and pop. It blows out, and then the tubes were attached to pumps, and they just pumped blood, and just and got everybody. Everybody's on set was completely horrified by it, making it one of the most iconic moments in movie history.
Nice. All right. We're at 45 minutes, so I'm going to go through the next 3 real quick.
Okay.
I'm taking the follow-up to one that John did.
Okay. I'll allow it.
In 1979, American Airlines Flight 191 crash. American Airlines Flight 191 crashed shortly after takeoff from Chicago's O'Hare International Airport, killing all 271 passengers and crew on board. This remains the deadliest single-plane aviation disaster on U.S. soil and led to significant changes in airline safety and maintenance procedures. And then 1981, Boston Red Sox Carl Yastrzemski is fourth to play 3,000 Major League Baseball games. Cobb, Musial, and Aaron were the other 3.
Nice.
And 1983, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Episode 6, produced by George Lucas, first released. And I remember seeing that in the theater.
I didn't. I was only 3, so I didn't see it in the theater.
Yeah.
But, yeah, amazing. When I was a kid, I thought Return of the Jedi was the best out of the Star Wars movies because it had the better space fights, it had the better sword fights, and when I was a kid, that's what I was interested in.
Yep.
I didn't want to see like dialogue and love stories and all that stuff. I wanted to see stuff blow up and people get their hands cut off.
I still, to this day, am not the biggest Empire Strikes Back fan.
Really?
Yes. I love the first one. I love the third one. Not the biggest fan of the second one. It's good, but I love A New Hope and Return of the Jedi so much more.
I think Return of the Jedi would have been like a lot better if the Ewoks would have been Wookiees.
Yeah.
And you didn't have like the idea of this highly trained military unit that gets beat by the Care Bears.
Yes. Yeah, with rocks and sticks. And
Yes.
Yeah.
And never mind the fact that they could take one ship, point it at the forest, shoot twice, and then go home.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Did you have 86?
I did not have 86.
A 95-year-old woman scores a hole-in-one in Florida. I thought that was kind of cool.
That is kind of
Pretty
crazy.
impressive, yep.
That just proves that golf is not a sport.
All right. We have 2 89s. John has one, and I have the other.
Okay, on this day, 1989, we're getting to the important stuff. Mikhail Gorbachev is elected the president, or the executive president of the Soviet Union. He was already the de facto ruler, but this formalized his power. He would go on to end the Cold War, and through his actions that sort of broke up the communist bloc, he would go on to bring the end of the Soviet Union itself.
Yep. All right. The most important of 89, maybe the most important of this episode, also happened on the same day. Weird Al Yankovic records parody song She Drives Like Crazy.
Of course, it was a Weird Al thing.
Yep.
I should have known. I should have known when you said most important of all.
Yep. Did you have 92?
Nope.
You didn't have anything else, did you?
No, that was it.
All right, so we'll just speed through the rest real quick. Only the last one is really important. 1992, Jay Leno becomes permanent host of U.S. talk show The Tonight Show.
The chin.
Yeah.
Yep.
2000, Israel withdraws its military forces from southern Lebanon, ending a 22-year occupation and marking a significant shift in Middle Eastern geopolitical relations.
I know. At some point, you have to wonder, like, with Israel and with us, obviously, because, I mean, you can't really disentangle the two anymore.
Yeah.
Like, are we the bad guys? And the answer is yes.
I sent you that TikTok that guy put out that said, if the United States saw what the United States is doing, the United States would go to the United States and kick the United States ass.
Yep.
And it's 100% true.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
This is the weirdest timeline we could be in right now.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks.
not a good one.
Thanks, I hate it.
2011, Oprah Winfrey airs her last show, ending her 25-year run of The Oprah Winfrey Show.
A hugely, hugely successful show.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, you don't, like, you can think of some talk shows and you're like, oh, okay, they exist, but, like Jay Leno, for instance, like, he existed, but he didn't change culture.
Right.
Oprah Winfrey changed culture.
For sure.
And, I mean, everybody either watched or knew about what happened on the Oprah show. I mean, I knew people who would buy products and books just because they were featured on Oprah.
Yep. Oprah's Book Club.
Yep.
Yep. For sure. 2020, we talked about this already in the deaths. The murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota by a police officer set off massive historic civil rights protests across the United States and generated worldwide support for the Black Lives Matter movement. There is, let me look it up real quick because I can't remember the name of it. Dave Chappelle has an album, and whatever the amount of time that George Floyd was on the ground with his knee, with having his head held down by Derek Chauvin's knee. 8:46 is the name of the album. That was the time Dave Chappelle was born. There is a couple of things have to do with that number and Dave Chappelle and George Floyd. It is a very powerful listen. I highly recommend it. It's not funny. It's not really supposed to be. I mean, it's got kind of little anecdotal things in there, but it's not really meant to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a very funny thing to talk about.
Exactly. It was during COVID, and it was at his house is where the special took place. Very powerful. Highly recommend if you haven't listened to it.
Oh, okay.
And that is going to wrap up this episode. John, do you have anything else?
Nope. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. Like, subscribe, share.
Do the things. Leave us a comment. Tell Johnny he has bad hair.
I do for sure. Haven't cut it in a while.
Yeah.
It's about 1 millimeter long. All right. And we will see you next time.
All right. Toodaloo.
True fat guys! Turn it up. True fat guys! Yeah. You know what's up. True fat guys! Yeah.